Ah, the travails of youth, how noble and beautiful they are. I'm gonna guess, I think I know who this might be. Since it's a male voice. Yeah. Just a lovely encounter with this guy again. It's you. Baron Bluebank, I believe. Oh, it's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid. Yes, nearly. What about you? Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the faithful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet it is so precisely what makes it all so beautiful. Oh, God. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay. I most certainly will. Though it's truly a pity that the clear air of the verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends? I don't like your implications. And I think the whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate. Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well in your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end. Be it the lovely luster of success, or the sad splendor of failure. I don't like you. I really don't like you. Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles. I thought you might say that. Because you always say it, because it's the only thing you say at any given point. If it makes you feel better, though, I have doubts as to whether that man's truly a noble to begin with. What? His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like he's a quintessential noble. Like he's fulfilling the stereotype. Yeah, something about him feels off to me. What's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here. Good point, Reen. You're right. We told him of our field study, but we never once did we divulge how long we intend to remain here. Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today. Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do. That's right. We have to do our group proud. Exactly. We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then. I could have sworn he was in Celtic. So I wonder if he's connected to those guys at the end of Chapter 1. Darth Vader and the other guy. The Imperial General there. Because it seems like he was connected to organizing that, and those two seem to have thought that it... I think those two were saying stuff that made them seem like they was connected as well. My goodness, who knows? He might be Darth Vader himself.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
Considering how nosy Reen typically is...
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke.
So it is his position. Oh my goodness.
Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day.
Machias, are you awake? Listen, Machias.
My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences. But you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago.
Oh, so you haven't always been part of the family? You all are like 15 years old or something, so you would have been actually pretty old if you were taken in by a noble family at that point.
He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
I sort of hope we do meet her just for that awkward conversation.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. It wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance after all.
I know it can, and you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now?
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. The translator really likes ha ha. Is he gonna go? Oh, close, but no cigar.
I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
I knew he'd be awake.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
So I am.
I've got a little reward here for you.
Septium vein as a perk. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't care in the slightest. Drinks are on you or not. We all good to go? Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well. Second day field study. Thank you, much appreciated. If you'll excuse me, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, let's see. My brother has given us for today. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious. Field study, day 2, assigned task. Only 2, and one of them's actually required. I'd like someone's help in gathering number of ingredients I need to make a particularly nostalgic dish. For more details, come find me at Sociea, a restaurant in the Central Plaza. Okay. We have received word that a dangerous monster roams the North Cruisin' Highway. This is bad news for our hotel. So, may I ask someone to please take care of it? Monster Venus Mantra location, the stone bridge leading towards Cowdick on the North Cruisin' Highway, which I've been there. Okay. Okay, I know where to go. Another well-balanced assortment. You know, I won't be surprised if Rufus had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start. You're saying he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and the commoners? If that's true, I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. Sure does seem that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We only have one day left before we must depart on a return voyage to Trista. We should set out as
Eustace Alberea.
What is it, Machius Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Oh, Machias. Smooth.
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
Oh, fuck.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
What?
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Excellency may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
I have a feeling that's probably not it.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right? Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right, let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
That father did not seem interested in actually doing something for his...
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
do anything actually for his, good old bastard son there, so... I have this feeling in my gut that Duke Alberea is probably the one leading the actual effort to arm up the forces, and is probably the main one going against the, Chancellor and stuff, at least from the Albereas. So, maybe he got something from Rufus, and things have deteriorated more, and maybe he wants to include Eustace on the plan. I don't know, it feels like a storytelling, style tool that you can use where everyone just got close, everyone just came together, and now when Eustace returns, he's going to be very, like, distant and stuff, because, like, he has to do something he doesn't want to, or something like that. I've seen it before, and I feel as though that might be how this goes. I could be wrong, but I think it'd be interesting.
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
I'm mostly concerned over the fact that you basically fought almost nothing at all last time.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
I think she's more concerned over the fact that you seem to have changed your minds.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Stop that!
Oh, I like Fee more and more.
Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Oh, I don't care anymore.
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second in our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Oh, Machias. Oh, that took so much balls to say. Eustace temporarily left the party. Oh, you should actively participate in class fee. Oh my goodness, that must have just taken all the courage in the world. Oh, good job, Machias. Good job.
This looks like a nice spot.
So apparently, fishing is a very important thing that actually gives you very important stuff and whatnot and so forth and stuff. But at the same time, it got away. Okay, my bad. But at the same time, it's still just mashing buttons.
Caught one.
Oh, that seems much smaller than the last one I got. So if I come across one of these, supposedly they can give you good items and stuff. So I'm being told by people in the comments. Thank you for letting me know that at the very least. But
Not bad.
that's getting even smaller. Oh no, the overall points seemed like it was higher. Never mind. 62. Are there any fish here? Oh, no, I don't care that much. You can get good items by trading them in or something like that, and I might do that. I'll probably fish when I come across a spot, but I probably won't, like, fish extensively, like, force myself to actually go through all of the fish available, since, like, as you notice there, it's a very limited number, and you have to use ground bait and such to actually extend it past that. You're the one with the request. Greetings and welcome. Hello, Hammond. We're here to take up your request, but I'd like to thank you for the delicious meal last night first. It was good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. May I ask where Lord Eustace is, though? He was called back to the mansion, I'm afraid. We have plans to meet up with him this afternoon, however. Is that so? It's too bad Eustace isn't here, considering his request is from his uncle. Anyway, about your request. Ah yes, as you read, I'd like you to gather some ingredients for me. Are y'all currently free? If so, I will explain the details of what I need. Yep, I will take up the request. Yes, we can take it up now. Please go ahead and explain. The request mentioned something about making a nostalgic dish. Correct. Said dish isn't on our menu, but it's one I'd like you all to try. I assume it's a rather special dish, then. There's no doubt about how delicious it'll be if you're making it, at least. So we should probably have Eustace here for this, because I think he's almost definitely making it for Eustace. What kind of dish is it? Perhaps soup is the best way to describe it. I plan on making it enough for all of you to enjoy, so please look forward to that. Very well. What is you need us to gather, then? There are 2 types of ingredients I'd like you to gather for me. The first is the galabi fat, which can be collected from monsters on the highway. I need 5 of those to be exact. The other is a herb used by the Septian Church to synthesize medicine, called the healing herb. So 5 piles of galabi fat and a healing herb. Where do we get the herb from, then? You want to speak to Sister Tatiana at the Berehard Cathedral. I'm sure she'll be willing to part with 1. Just tell her I sent you. Alright, that sounds easy enough. Shall we start our task in hand, then? Yes, let's head to the cathedral first. Roger. Yep, this seems like an easy enough side quest. So, how is this church gonna look? It's gonna look a lot like the other church. Not surprising, I suppose. You're not sister, you're not sister. Where's the sister? In one of these rooms? This is a classroom. Oh yeah, I forgot churches tend to have like Sunday school and stuff. There you are. Oh, good day. Is there something you need from me? You must be Sister Tatiana, I assume. Would you happen to be have a healing herb and that we could take with us? Hammond from Sauciaz said that we'd be able to procure some here. Oh, is that so? I see. Would you mind waiting a bit while I prepare one for you? Here you go. Received healing herb. We appreciate it, sister. This is an ingredient used for making medicine, isn't it? Is it safe for use in food, though? Of course. It's a very healthy ingredient when used for food. The only issue is that it's very bitter, So some inventiveness on the part of the chef is required to hide that. I see. Hammond must have some way of doing so, then. I'm kind of interested in how he does it. Likewise. Same here. Well, thank you again for the help. You're welcome. Simple enough. Okay, what else did it want me to do? Globby fat from the... Where again, exactly? Said from the highway. Is there only one highway? Yep, there's only one highway. I'll take care of that first. I'm not sure what monster it comes from, but... Do I have any of those already? Or are those one of those things that only drop when you actually... I have 3, so I need 2 more. Actually, does that say what I got it from? So these don't just drop for the quest, they drop in general. Okay. Could just be from any monster in general. Okay, I've done several of these, no drops yet. Can I? Okay, both of these drop it, and neither of them have been dropping it. That's nice. That's nice. Come on, just fucking drop it. I don't want to just stand out here forever hoping you'll drop it.
Enemy sighted! Take him out!
Well, there's our monster. I should probably get the globby fat first, though. Could you please drop it? Please. Why is this such an...
It's
Why
my
is
turn.
this such an annoying task?
That one all right.
See?
I
Make a
have
great
no
team.
items.
Success.
I'm actually on a very limited time at the moment. Can you please just drop it?
That one all right.
Oh my goodness.
See?
Thank you.
Make a great team.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I actually just get the 2 I need right off the bat. Okay. Okay. I forgot I needed to go into town to do quick travel. Okay.